In upcountry Maui, I met up with one of Hawaii's best freehand sign painters. Because I'm so into brushstrokes, I asked my friend Kikʻs how it was he came to paint the name on the sailing canoe Hōkūleʻa.
Yeah, so my specialty is painting a sign by hand. And I got into it as a kid. I think I was in the 8th grade when I got interested in the art of a letter. I met an old Japanese man in Kaimaki, a sign painter. He told me, boy, you know, there's good money in this kind of work. And from there, I followed him, I watched him. During my career, after painting basketball courts, I was doing a fleet of trucks and then painting boats at all the dry docks in Honolulu. Navy ships, big numbers on the Navy ships. I even got hired to paint the super ferry. Okay, so, you know, the question came up, how was it that I was the guy who painted Hōkūleʻa's name for the last 40 years on the side of Hōkūleʻa? Well, I got involved with Hōkūleʻa in 1975 when they were building it, and I immediately got involved with sailing their prototype canoe as a steersman, and that led me to a steersman on Hōkūleʻa, the big canoe. I was actually on the voyage on the Hōkūleʻa when we got in that incident and Eddie lost his life. In 1977, after the Tahitian voyage, we had it in dry dock. And then someone said, hey, you know what? We gotta find somebody to paint a name on here. So I raised my hand. I said, hey, I'll do it. I got it covered. And they all looked at me like, what? Nobody knew I was a sign painter back then. Nobody had any idea I could do magic with a brush. So I put the name on in 1977, and from then on, I've been the only one to put that name on the canoe for the last 40 years. Hōkūleʻa is a documented vessel, so the Coast Guard has their rules on how big that sign has to be, what look they want to see, can they read it through binoculars from a helicopter. So there's certain rules you have to apply to put the name onto the canoe. So I knew all the rules, so that kind of helped me as the years went along. I was painting Hōkūleʻa's sign in whatever design I wanted to, whatever colors I wanted to. And I think the last time I did the sign on it, it was around the world voyage.
Now watch as Kikʻs shows us his techniques for painting the name Hōkūleʻa, starting with a quick sketch.
So this type of paint that I'm using, it's an enamel oil-based paint made specifically for sign paint. It's called one-shot enamels. I've got my brushes that I keep soaked in oil. I get my trusty bottle of thinner, spray thinner, and go zap zap. And right now, it's just right. This hand on this hand, my left hand. Start it up here and go.
Kikʻs proceeds to begin the painting when he has the right consistency of paint and just the right amount of paint loaded in the brush. From then on, he counts on his years of experience and a steady hand. Over the years, he's developed some truly unique lettering styles. Kikʻs tells me that he's not so concerned about following the placement of his sketch exactly, but more importantly, putting the letters where they look the best. Like a maestro, he gets into the flow of his art. And now for the removal of the tape. Another important step is completing the curvature of the round letters. And filling in the spaces left by his guide tape. And finally, his signature okina or glottal stop.
You know, Hōkūleʻa is Polynesian sailing canoe with the crab claw sails. My ukina, the crab claw. This is just a basic slam dunk sample of hand lettering. Now if you're interested, you want to learn how to do this, give me the jingles, the book face, the email, whatever. Give me a holler and we can certainly get together and I can help you out. Thanks.
And here's how Kikʻs finished off the name of Hōkūleʻa. Notice that he added a second layer of dark green, the port Hawaii loa, the macrons over the O and the U, and the shape of the Hōkūleʻa in the background. Thank you for joining me on Painting in Paradise. I hope you enjoyed learning how to draw and paint the Hawaiian canoe. I'd love to see what you did, so why don't you send your art to my website at patrickching.com. Aloha.
Smile, big smile.